through, get traffic right. So ad creation, traffic strategy, simplified in literally a few different steps. So the only three ways to get traffic right now is number one, organic content. You create content, you build the audience. Simple, okay? Number two, paid ads. You run ads, you buy the audience. Number three, borrowed. Collabs, affiliate features, you borrow somebody else's audience in order to essentially get more followers, get more traffic, get more sales, okay? So keep it this simple, three buckets, nothing else. So you really, when it comes to traffic, you really just have to pick. Do you want to post or do you want to pay, like post free content, or do you want to pay? Okay. I did say this like throughout the 1K sprint, like I don't believe one is easier than the other because you still have to learn each platform and how each one works. So you're either paying to get a customer and you maybe create 5 to 10 ads and you pay to get customers straight away, or you are focusing on creating really, really good content and you're posting every day. And then as you start to see content performing and doing quite well, you then start to increase your frequency based off of what is working. Okay, so you really just have to choose what pathway. And obviously, this also comes down to money. Can you afford to pay to get leads, to get customers, to get in front of people? Okay, so you just have to pick your pathway and stick to it. Just stick it out and stick to it. Now, but today we're going to really dive into ads. Now, why most ads don't work. Okay, Meta's algorithm reads your ads like a fingerprint. If two ads look the same, it picks one and kills the other. And you pay double and you get half of the results. Okay, so since the Andromeda was released, and on that note, in March this month, they also made updates to the Andromeda. So now, since the Andromeda released, basically Meta is reliant on creative diversity. Okay, so your creatives, your video, your static image, everything that you say in your creative is what tells like Meta or the Andromeda who your audience is, who is your customer, and who is going to buy from you. Okay, so the creative is now the targeting. So let's say, for example, ad one is shown, ad two ignored, and we'll break this down. So the 4-room house, okay? So when you're setting up your ads, you really want to remember how I created the archetype sheet, the Excel spreadsheet. It's got 90 different archetypes. Okay, when you have the software and you have access to this, you won't even need to think of the goddamn spreadsheet. It'll literally just help you do all this. But you have to, how you've got to think of like creating ads is thinking of like, who are you speaking to? All right, you first need to think of the same message but 4 different visual worlds. Okay, same message, 4 different visual worlds, and then that's where you start to win. So the algorithm sees 4 completely different ads, and then you have 0 cannibalization. Okay, now what does cannibalization mean? When you create ads that all look the same, they all compete against one another. I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to use my ads for a minute because I feel like explaining this requires examples, and I've got more examples in the slides as well. So hard drive. So if you're planning to launch ads, maybe why am I searching hard drive? What am I doing? I need to like, oh my gosh. Hang on a minute. So if you're planning to launch ads, this is like literally exactly what I want you to do. Where is my ads? Oh my God, no. Where are we? There's so many ads. It's wild. Wild. Okay. So hard drive. Let me go desktop. Go desktop. You can see my hard drive, right? Cool. Hopefully. All right. So Let me bring up the chat so I don't miss anything. Okay. Now I'm going to show you like an example. Okay. So I put up which ad batch. Okay. So inside of one ad set, okay, so when you're creating an ad, you first, number one, have to pick your messaging angle. So this one is your product ID is broken, okay? That is a messaging angle, all right? So you first pick that, and you can literally do this, like once you've got your sales page, you take all of the copy. You can go into, if you're either using my seven figure ads AI copywriter, or you could probably even try to create some ads inside of the sales page copywriter AI. But whatever tool you've already got set up, like have everything in one chat thread. But with this one, you'll see here, okay, same messaging format, but two very like same messaging, but two different formats and two different styles of ads. So let me open these two up. So, and this is what like I want you to do. So like, for example, if you're going to launch ads and you have 3 ads at $50 a day for testing to start off with. Now, these 2 ads are speaking to that have the same messaging, just different formats. So this one is on the left is a very simple B-roll video. Okay, so if I break this down, this is if my digital product wasn't selling, here's exactly what I would do immediately. Number 1, repackage it. Number 2, audit the sales page. Number 3, fix the messaging. You can do that here, pointing down. Where is that going? To the sales page. So that's format number 1. Okay. Now the second type is a talking head ad. Now, right now, Meta ads are really favoring organic style content, like not over edited. That didn't come out. Not over edited or produced, very simple, natural, organic talking head ads. Okay. No like friggin' pop-ups and all these things. Like you don't need that. They're favoring organic style content. So you can see this one here on your right is very organic style, right? I edit this inside of edits. Like if you haven't got the edits app, definitely so much easier because you can even put music over it and download that and download the video straight from edits. And then you can still upload that to the ad account, which is super cool because you weren't able, like, then you don't have to use Meta's music. But you'll see here, I literally have a hook here as well, which is very, very organic style. How to sell your digital product without being a slave to the algorithm. Okay. The two messaging here cross over. I still speak about what's inside of the reel, inside of the talking head ad, right? I'm just speaking to two kind of different buyers under the same messaging scope. Okay, your digital product is not working, your digital product is not selling. Same messaging. It's like if you think of like a tree at the top, you're like, what is the messaging angle? Then what is the format? Is it B-roll, carousel, static image, UGC style ad, talking head ad? And then underneath, you're like, okay, who are the maybe 3 different types of buyers that I'm speaking to in this one category? Okay. But keep it, you don't have to like, I want you to try and keep it very simple. But the next thing is you'll notice with this, I'm not going to play the whole, or actually, maybe I can play it. Let me see if I can share sound. Nope, no, oh God, what am I doing? Okay. Hopefully you can hear this like once I play. I don't know where you all just went, but. Okay, you telling me that you have a digital product and you're having $0 days and it's making you want to pull your hair out every day, and you've rewritten the sales page, you're posting on content 3 times a day because some guru said that this is what you do to make daily sales, or you're... Okay, so did you all hear that? Hopefully. Oh my God, content only. How do I... Oh, this is cool. I'll put my little head there. Okay, cool. So basically you'll notice, right? I'm probing a question and I'm probing a question and I'm speaking to the same set of problems that this person here has. So I'm really focusing on this is the problem that you have. I'm speaking to people that already have digital products. They're trying to sell their digital products, but they're not making daily sales. I'm speaking to that one problem and I'm making it very relatable, very conversational. I'm asking questions. I'm speaking to their current existing reality. All right. The more specific you can get and the more organic kind of native you can make your ads, the higher it's going to convert. Okay. And I'm asking questions. And you would have seen at the start, see how I've got this pattern interrupt? It's blurry. I'm pattern interrupting the screen within the first 0 second. 0 second. Like that little thing, this here is massive signals for the algorithm. Okay. Now you'll also notice as I zoom across, let me go across here. So you'll notice at the 10-second mark, let me play from here. Because some guru said that this is what you do to make daily sales, or you're running ads hoping and praying that you're going to start to see a return. Look, come here. I'm going to see how I just went. It's probably too far of a cut in, to be honest, but see how I've moved positions now. Like I'm coming into the video. I'm like, shh, come here. Like, come here. Let me tell you a secret. Like, this is so important. And that's to keep engagement because this is like a 1 minute 46 video. So I'm asking a lot for people to watch this entire video. But so you have to find a way to keep it engaging throughout, okay? Whether it is your hands, whether it is your tonality, whether it is like changing expressions or how you speak. I've really transitioned my ads to like, I'm your business bestie and I am talking to you like I'm talking to all my students inside of, our school community. I'm like, hey, come here. I'm going to tell you something. This is the reality. So you can see it's very, very kind of like organic native content. Tell you something that no marketing guru will tell you. The problem is not your marketing. Posting more is not the solution, and running ads, you're just going to waste money. Don't do it. The problem is the product itself. The offer is broken, but trust me, we can fix that. So again, I'm not ripping on them. Like this is more of like a going against the gurus, going against the typical things that are told. But I'm also saying like this is what's wrong, but I can help you. So if you only create an ad where you're like patronizing or like telling people this is everything that you're doing wrong and yada yada yada, then it's not really going to activate someone to buy from you, especially if you're running sales campaigns. You want to speak to people that have money, people that are going to spend, people that are going to spend a lot inside of your funnel. How do you do that? You speak to the activated person. You sell to someone and you tell them, look, I see that this is your current reality and this is the problem. I see you. Now, here's the things that we can do to fix that. So I'll keep playing it. Most products, they fail before they even launch. And it's simply because the offer is not packaged the right way. The messaging is off and the promise is not clear. So traffic doesn't actually know what they're getting. And dropping the price or adding a 7-day guarantee is not the solution. So this part here, again, pattern interrupt, zoomed in, like I come close into the camera. You want to have these little cuts inside of, especially in talking head videos. And then I'm speaking to little things that I know that my buyer literally does based on things that people say, like adding 7-day guarantees. I'm so against that. I literally trialed it for a brand new product, literally this month. I trialed it only for a week. I ran the ads and oh my God, my biggest goddamn regret was doing that. It blows my mind where people are like, can I get a $27 refund on something that is amazing, to be honest with you, but I hate refunds. So literally went against the thing that I know is within my biggest values, especially when it comes to product selling. So I'm also speaking to like, that's not the solution. Like having a 7-day guarantee on a digital product is not going to get you more customers. If anything, it's going to get you the worst goddamn customers, because you're then training your pixel to send you bad traffic that likes to refund. So like, I'm really trying to speak to their existing world. It's not going to make you more sales. You cannot fix a broken offer with better marketing. It is like trying to be, okay, again, a pattern movement interrupt. I'm moving the camera as I'm talking. These things help keep engagement when you have like a longer form video. Build a beautiful house on a cracked foundation. You need to fix the foundation, the core. Now I'm speaking to their needs, okay? Their needs. I always think of an ad like sales. What is the problem? What do they want? What is the thing that they need? The three things. What do they need? If you can speak to those things and then present the solution at the end, it's literally like high ticket sales. Ads are literally like high ticket sales. You just have to speak to those 4 key categories in order to get them over to your page of the product. So you don't need another marketing course. You've already got enough of those. What you need is a diagnosis. You need to know why it is not selling. And my AI, it acts like a 7-figure product strategist. It was trained on millions in sales data. Okay, social proof. Won't sit too much on this ad. But then I go into selling the somewhat AI. Now, obviously, as AI keeps growing, you want to, if you are all creating like your AI mentors and you're getting ready to gear up to sell those, I highly recommend kind of like playing around with language. So because there's the bidding war at the moment with Meta is like everyone is trying to sell goddamn AI. Like it's insane. So play around with certain language. You either want to say, and I'm doing this at the moment, AI or tool or AI powered tool. Okay. But the biggest thing is you're not trying to, the AI, if you don't try to just sell the AI, okay? The AI is essentially the tool and the tool that they use in order to get the results, okay? You have to sell them on the overall transformation and solution. Like, what do they ultimately want? The tool is just the mechanism and the thing that helps them get there. It is the implementation, okay? So one of the biggest things that I've learned with trying to sell AI, and also because like if you just try to sell AI, your cost to acquire a customer is going to be very, very high. Very, very, very high. So you just have to be cautious in positioning, okay? My AI was trained on X, Y, and Z, or my AI powered tool, or my tool. They don't need to know. Get them to the sales page. Let the sales page do the selling for the actual product. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments. So you can say, and then you go into social proof of like, why is it different? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so those are 2 variations that we have for that one. And then another variation, let me find another one. Cold traffic, what's in here? Okay, so there's this one. Okay, here are 2 another examples. One, and what went into that one? What is, oh, this one. Okay. No, that's not it. This one. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, this one. Yes. Okay, so here are also 2 ads that went together. Okay, so these 2 speak to digital product sellers that are running ads. And no, hang on. Do these 2 go together? No, this is high ticket, low ticket. No, those 2 don't go together. Okay, let me find the other one. High ticket, this one. Oh, okay. There is another variation of this, but basically cold traffic truth. Okay, so then I have like my messaging angle is speaking to people who are running cold traffic, cold ads to digital products, which is exactly my market, teaching ads, but they aren't getting enough customers, right? So their product isn't built the right way. So that's the biggest pain point that I'm speaking to. So how to turn people that don't know you into customers. Now you'll notice that my hooks on the screens are very desire outcome driven. Okay. I'm speaking to desire. I'm not saying, oh, your ads are shit, or like your ads, you like the reason why you're not getting customers is because your ads aren't good. That's not going to attract someone that wants to buy from me. I'm speaking to their biggest desire, all of your biggest desire. So when you all see my ads, you're thinking, oh God, do I need that? Do I need that product? Just like when I do my emails or all my product launches, everyone's like, Jess, do I need to buy this product? Do I need to get this thing? Because I'm speaking to your desires and your needs. So this one you'll notice is me outside, very natural. My hair is moving. I'm walking. I'm speaking into the camera. I'm like sitting down. There's blue sky behind me. I'm blah, 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 blah. Very short. This one is only 30 seconds long. Okay. And very, very short, straight to the point. And then I have another variation of that one. Another one that is working really, really well for me. And I hope that, can someone comment in the chat? Is this useful? I hope that, like, are we all alive? Is everyone with me? And I hope that this is giving you some creative ideas. Okay, good. Taking notes. Okay, hang on. Where's my other one? Let me see. There's another one. Which one? Oh, God. Holy moly. So many ads. I just had the ad open. Oh, this one. Okay, so here's another one. Now, I have completely changed the way that I'm doing ads now. Like, I'm seriously changing it so much, like, especially for like digital products. So here's another one. Now, this one has no captions at all. This is just a hook. Stop nurturing low ticket buyers, create impulse sales. What to do instead? See how, like, very, very organic content. Now this, I'm literally just lying on my bed in my room. This is doing really, really well. There's nothing crazy about the format or crazy about anything. Like, I'm not trying to act like I am setting up a real direct response ad. So we can have a quick little play of this one.
You can't sell a digital product the same way you would sell a high ticket offer. High ticket is about nurturing. Digital products are about impulse buys, but you can't create impulse if the product is built wrong. Wrong idea, wrong packaging, wrong price. It kills the sale before your audience even reaches the checkout cart. Now, I've made millions selling both, and the secret to low ticket is building the product so it's irresistible from first glance. Now, I built an AI that does this for you. It takes your idea and rebuilds it the right way so it's engineered to sell on impulse. If you want a digital product that actually sells, you don't need another course, you need a tool. Click the link down below and I'll show you. You can't sell a digital product the same way you would sell.
See here, you don't need this, you need this. Okay. One of the biggest things that made me so good at sales and high ticket sales was speaking to people's needs. You don't need this thing. This is exactly what you need. And this is the fastest path to get you to ultimate outcome. Okay. If you get that right in your ads, speak to your buyer's needs. If you are already got AI chat threads right now and you have been creating your sales pages or everything, like, honestly, ask the AI, what are all my ideal clients based on my product and my sales page? What's my ideal clients' biggest problems? You can get it to say like 20 or 30 biggest highly specific problems that they are facing in their reality right now. What is this? How does my product bridge that gap with the solutions, the outcome, and the transformation in the fastest, microest path possible? And then the final thing is, what do my ideal clients need? What do they need? If you could speak to that in your ads, you'll be killing it. And you'll also notice, like, in this ad, I'm also giving a little bit of value. I'm like, hey, stop nurturing low ticket sales. You got to create an impulse buy. This is exactly what you need to do. Like, I'm treating it as value, but then positioning it into the ad. Okay. There is another one I want to quickly show you. Okay, there's also UGC style ads. Get creative, guys. You need to have like creative diversity. So this is another style, like the 3-step method that creates daily sales. Okay, now I'll play this one. It's only 18 seconds. It's really quick. Oh, if it wants to play. Doesn't want to play. Hang on. Gosh. Let me quit that one. My computers are struggling at the moment. Holy moly, way too much AIing. Okay. Okay, so this ad is really good, but if anything, it honestly, I did the clips too fast, way too fast. But you'll notice at the start, this is a UGC style ad, okay? So think of e-commerce brands. Like honestly, if you are running digital products membership ads, go and study e-commerce, like e-commerce, drop shipping e-commerce, people that are selling physical products. You are literally pivoting into the e-commerce world where you are creating ads for a product. You're not selling you anymore, especially if you aren't moving away from the high ticket game with ads. You're no longer selling you. You're selling a product, something, but you're selling an info product. So you have to treat it like an e-commerce store. So with this one, I'm like 3-step method that creates daily sales. Okay. Now, see here, oh my God, facial expressions. People are caught into this. Like, what is going on? I'm like, look at this. Then step 1, create the course one time. I'm showing behind the scenes of the AI. Step 1. Then step 2, create a micro sales page with persuasive copy. I'm like, it's like a demo of the actual product itself. Then step 3, get 100 page view. The page does the rest. And then you can see adding it to my link in bio. Then create results, consistent daily sales, right? That's a green screen and overlay. And then I've got a tool that can help you build a high profit sellable offer and sales page in 10 minutes. Just go through the interview process and you'll have the product ready really fast. Click learn more to see. Okay. So that's another style. And then another style, let me find 100 scattered ideas. Okay. So then we want to go into like static images as well, which I'm going to show you. Like static images can be a range of different ideas. Okay, so this angle is probably one of like my best selling angles, and it was so good. And then literally people just copied my ad and popped them up and then just started running exactly the same ad. So I've had to get creative to recreate my winning ad. So with this one, like you can create like AI ads. It's quite easy. Like you could do it, I think, on Claude. You can do it. I love freaking Nano Banana is like the absolute best. I absolutely love it. So with this one, with the images, the less words, the better. Okay. I have like, I've seen a lot of people try to make ads that have a lot of words in it. It's gonna not, it won't convert. It won't do well. The less words, the better. Okay. And have the imagery like showing, like this is like a before and after. It's like turn 100 ideas into one sellable product. This tool builds it for you, right? On the left, we've got overwhelm. It's kind of to paint the picture of what my ideal buyer is doing, and then on the other side is a happy person, right? So that's one type of ad. Another one, this is, I would say, like this is another one, is stop building products cold traffic ignores. Right idea, right packaging, right price, right positioning. The tool engineers all four. Okay. So you'll see, like, now you're seeing like my entire digital product in a day, like creative strategy is, see how all the ads that I've shown you so far, Have you noticed how they all follow a very similar pattern? I'm just speaking to different types of buyers and different types of people. Okay. Some are more sophisticated, some maybe are quite beginners. Like this would really connect with someone that is already running ads and already is maybe running ads, but they're not making like daily sales and maybe they need to repackage their offer. But this one is speaking to, hey, turn your 100 ideas into one sellable product. This is speaking to maybe the overwhelmed kind of creator, the overwhelmed business owner, or someone that has all these ideas and doesn't know what to do next. Okay, so they're all falling in the same category. Now, this is like one ad set right now that's testing, and it's my 100 scattered ideas ad set. So we have a reel. This reel speaks to the 100 scattered ideas. Okay, hang on, let me pop this up. So this one again is so like natural. I'm even wearing like a Billabong jumper. Did anyone in America or Canada overseas, do you know the brand Billabong? I wonder. It's like it's a huge like Aussie brand. It's like if you wear Billabong now, it's like, oh my God, you're wearing Billabong. It's such an old like surfers brand. Um, so like even the fact that I'm wearing a Billabong jumper, it's like who the hell even wears Billabong? It's kind of like wearing like Thailand Bing Bong, no Bing Tang teas in an ad. It's like why are you wearing a Bing Tang tea? Anyways, I'm going on a rant here, but I was like, oh, should I change my jumper? I'm like, no, because like some Aussies would think like, oh my God, she's wearing a Billabong jumper. Now with this one, again, my hair isn't really done properly. Yes, I got makeup on, but like it's very natural. Um, in the front of a mirror, I'm moving my hands, yada, yada, yada. And then I start tying my hair up and I'm playing with my hair. And then I'm tying it up as I'm talking, and now I've got this crazy messy bun on my head, like, and blah 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 blah. And again, like I'm very desire based talk, how to turn one idea into a digital product that people actually want to buy. Arrow down. Okay. So these three ads that I just showed you is inside of one ad set. Okay. And this is a small test. And then I test this three ads at $120 a day if I have three ads. But my threshold is purely based on the fact that I know what my cost per purchase is, I know what my average order value is, and I also know what my spending threshold is. Remember how I spoke about that in the 1K sprint? Knowing what your threshold is, you could have three ads and just start at $50 a day if you wanted to. Okay. Okay. Hope that kind of helps. I wanted to go through a lot of my ads so you can kind of see the creative side of it. So the next thing, do you relate product price to ad spend in any way? Do you relate product price to ad spend in any way? Yes. So that comes down to, remember how I went through the the tracking sheet of like knowing the biggest things that you have to, when you know these three things. So your cost per purchase, I'll put that in the chat. Cost per purchase, that is the first thing that you need to know, is what is your cost per purchase on the front end. So you might spend, for example, mine is like $37 at the moment for digital product in a day 2.0. Now, at the minute, my cost per purchase is anywhere between $20 and $35, which is amazing. Okay, so I know that's what that is. Then the second thing you want to know is what is your average order value? Okay, and how much do people average the spend inside of your funnel? Okay, so I know mine is about $97 AOV at the minute. Okay, before when I had more products in this funnel, because this is like a revamped funnel, my average order value was 180, which is crazy, insane. So like these are the two things that you need to know: cost per purchase and then your average order value. Once you have that, and you don't forget, remember the tracking tool, the sheet that I created for your funnels and how to track everything. once you've got that, and you start filling in that data, then you're going to know what your thresholds are. Okay. And when you're first launching, Stephanie, I would just start conservatively. Like I would honestly just start, especially because you're first starting off, like start with a CBO, then run if you want like up to, I think I put this all on the launch strategy of like inside of the 1K sprint, like the different ways that you can launch and the budget. But you could start with like 4 ads, different types of ad formats, and then start at like maybe $100 a day. Okay. And then let Meta decide which ads are working. Okay. So a healthy ad set looks like this. Okay. So same concept, 4 different visual fingerprints. So you can see option number 1 is like an image, bold typography, oh, oh my God, my communication is not the best today. Type 2 would be a photorealistic lifestyle. So 100 ideas, one digital product that sells. Okay, I'm selling, you can see here, there's a woman, it's not me. And then clear writing at the top, the less words, the better. And then I've also got like these little digital product images as well. So I'm creating like a visual effect of like what they're getting. The second one is like a SaaS dark type of format. So 100 ideas, 0 finished digital products, and then illustration warm, which this is like my winning one. Still thinking, never launching, stuck in your head, and then launched. Okay. This tool turns your idea into a finished digital product in minutes. So this could be one ad set, but 4 same concept, like messaging concept, but 4 different visual fingerprints. So the copy rule that nobody follows, all right? 1 headline, max 6 words, plus 1 CTA banner, max 8 words, that's it. Okay, so this is for like static image ads. If you want to make those, try not to do too much text, okay? The less text, the better, okay? So if there's too much text on it, if it's too busy, if it's too cluttered, and it's really hard to read, it's not really going to convert. So a good image ad would be like 1 headline, 1 CTA, okay? And then you could like do kind of what I've done here, right? Either 1 big headline, 1 CTA, 1 headline, an image, a very clear image. Try not to make it too busy. And then here, 1 headline, 1 clear image, kind of like a SaaS kind of vibes, especially if you're selling like AI mentors or tools and whatnot. Okay. So your archetype equals your starting room. Your brand archetype tells you which visual world to start in. Okay. So educator, coach, warm lifestyle. Disruptor, you would use like bold like, why am I having issues saying this word today? It's like I'm looking at the word and it's not coming out the way that it should. Oh my gosh. Can someone say the word for me? I am struggling.
Typography.
That's the goddamn word. I'm like looking at like, why is it not coming out? I'm can't. I can't. Builder, SaaS, dark UI, creator, illustrated, warm. Okay. Okay, next one. So your launch order. So number 1, you can obviously start with organic first, but you don't need to start with organic. So you can do like posting to find your winning message and then test ideas for free. Okay. You'll notice right now, like all of you are getting all my emails for Vieira OS. Like you're getting the emails, you're seeing my social media content, you're seeing everything. Like when I do a launch for anything brand new, I am testing messaging. I am testing right now. I'm looking every day, what email gets the most amount of people on the wait list? Because if that email gets the most of people on my wait list, guess what that email is getting turned into? That is going to be a part of the ads. That is going to be a part of the email launch. That is going to be a part of social media content. Like I'm watching what people are responding to the most. So when you do organic first, or you do organic alongside like a new product launch, your entire month should be around messaging, angles, what is resonating, what's working the best. And then from there, really, really, really like nailing the messaging that works. Okay. Ads is there's no magic to ads. The only hardest part is right now Meta has moved towards like creative diversity. So for example, I put up 10 ads at $300 a day and I only got 2 winning ads. Very frustrating to say the least. Welcome to Meta Andromeda 2026. So this is also why I'm going towards very easy, natural, organic, quick ads that I can put up. I'm not trying to be trying to create overproduced ads, but also I'm testing different angles. I'm sending out emails all the time, different types of emails, different types of angles, different types of positioning to see what people are responding to the most. If you really knuckle down on organic, you're going to save yourself a lot of money testing ad iterations as well. When you find a winning ad, when something gets engagement, something gets, a good cost per purchase, gets a good AOV, remember your the 7-day rule. Remember how I speak about the 7-day rule. When you first launch a campaign, you have your 7-day testing period. After 7 days, you know which one are your winners, which ones are not. Okay. And then from there, whatever ones are your winners, those are the ones that you start to iterate off of using the archetype strategy. Okay. So like right now, my cold traffic ones with ads and like speaking to people that are running high ticket businesses wanting to pivot into low ticket, those are my best performing ads. And I honestly, like, that's not how I was marketing digital product in a day before. So it's really cool to like play around with different angles. And then from there, you've got a baseline. You're like, okay, how can I turn this into 100 different ads from here? And the algorithm, like Meta's going to tell you what's working and what's not working. All right. So scale with paid, run ads to scale what is already working. Cool. So when you're starting and you're thinking of like your creative ideas, pick your one concept, the problem you solve in 6 words. Pick your room, one per visual room, and then you can have your video angles as well. Write your headline plus CTA for each. This is really like focused around like static images. But to keep it simple, how I do this when I'm first launching, I always think this. Let me just, before we wrap up, we're going to do the onboarding call next. Let me plug this in. Where am I going? I'm going over here. And then, okay. So, advanced. Oh, iPad, cool. Okay, cool. So to keep this crazy simple, right? When I launch my launch plan, I always think this, okay? I have, especially if you're doing a brand new launch, you can definitely launch at like a CBO. You let Meta decide, okay? Let Meta decide. Then from there, one CBO, then you decide what your spend is, okay? Definitely, again, go back, watch the 1K sprint. Decide what your spend is, all right? Your spend will determine how many creatives that you put inside, all right? So spend limit, then from there, broad, okay? A broad audience, let Meta decide. Broad for everything. Still pick your gender. If it's just men, just females, pick your gender. That's fine. And then from there, pick your age gaps. If you have age gaps, like I always do 23 to 55, but I always leave Advantage Plus on. Leave Advantage Plus on. Let Meta decide straight away, okay? There's broad. Then from there, you only have, underneath this, broad, one ad set, okay? So that's your audience. This is your audience here. Then from here, inside of, and think of these as like your containers, okay? So you have your campaign. This is your campaign. This is your audience. Okay, your audience selection, campaign, and then you have your creatives. Okay, and these are called like your adverts. I call them creatives because it's like the easiest way to understand. I'm like, it's a creative, right? So then here you have your creatives. Now you might have 1, 2, 3, for example. One is an image, one is UGC, one is talking head. Simple. That's it. It's literally it. That's it. Basically, this whole 1 hour spent together, that's it. I could have probably just said that at the start, but that's literally it. Then you wait. You wait. Remember, you wait, you wait, you wait. Don't forget, do not forget your 7-day rule. Okay, 7-day rule. Do not forget that. If there's anything that I can teach you, the 7-day rule will help you. You can just get through your first 7 days. Once you're going through your 7 days, don't touch the campaign at all. Do not touch it. Don't do anything. Not unless one ad spends too much. Okay. Again, go and use the tracking sheet. All right. Or you have the community as well. You can always ask me. You can always ask me and I'll tell you should turn off your ad. But like if you have these 3 ads, this happened to me yesterday. So I basically had the campaign at $200 a day and I had 3 ads. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3. Now, ad 1 spent like $26 and then this is the crazy month with Meta. Made $26, spent $26 and I made $799. God knows how that happened, but anyways, and then ad 2 had spent $127, made $0. Ad 3 had spent like $6 and hadn't made $0. So anyways, I woke up the next morning and this is the only time you would turn off an ad is like I would say goodbye. Like I'm not spending $127 to make $0. Like that's just the biggest thing that you have to look out for.